Great news, he has made it. There's Dan Medham, first position of the second row. So that's place number 5 over there. So we have got 4 on the front row, 3 on the second. Gap back there. So we have 2 gaps back there on rows 2 and rows 3. So the good news is we've got all of our first row. So here we are with our restart. And 5 lights there. When they go out, we go racing. Oh, Scott Moyer, a sensational start by Scott. Better in that third place and off the front row. Great to watch. And will he be in the front when they go around the corner? No, he won't pip Demon. He had a 2-bike length advantage on him from the start. But although Scott's run with him, he's in a very good second place as they hit that electrifying pace and get out there. And looking at that already for Al Hoogie. He's moved up there. So Al looking into that position. But Dan Medham doing all the good work. He's got up there for a better place. And look out for Sloan in there as well. Chopper, he's got a 4th place on that Fitter Fujitsu supported TSS Red Baron Motorcycles Suzuki GSXR 1000. But all back out in front again to the dynamic that is Mighty Demon Damo, and comfortably through the corner where the carnage was in that previous race. But good to see them get out of it and get back onto the racetrack. So Damon out there, and a great start as well from Team Taupo and Scott Moyer, and a lot of people here, Brad, to support Scott today.
Yeah, absolutely, it's going to be fantastic. But Daniel Medham, a way better start that time around. He's running in 3rd place with Sloan Frost in there. So the 3 Suzukis and Damon Rees out flying at the moment. Al Hoogie's up there in about 5th place at the moment as we see them come out of the left-hand hairpin and start the climb up the back straight. Demon Damo Rees on the Team Rees Racing Honda. He's in front of this one, but look at that, Scotty Moyer and Daniel Medham. That's your battle for the championship. 2nd and 3rd, Sloan Frost in 4th there. And then it looks like one of the Yamahas in there as well. Actually, Hoogie Racing 1-2 on the track there. So 4th and 5th place. So James and Al dicing it out there at the moment. So there we go. Demon Damo Rees, Scotty Moyer, Al Hoogie there just in 5th place as well, with Daniel Medham a good 3rd place, exactly what he needed to do. He's got a 9-point lead in the championship. So all on here, and they go into the S. It's Demon Damo Rees, but Scotty Moyer's all over the back of it this time around.
Yeah, much better to see him. Remembering, of course, Damon started to already break clear, but a good run from Scott. He had a very good chance yesterday of securing, closing that gap down on the deficit. He's 9 points behind. At that stage, he was 5 behind, and then unfortunately he had bike problems late in the race, and it allowed Dan Medham to get past him just with the last few laps, and all of a sudden the 5 points went out to 9. So he's there at the moment. That would see him 4 points in front, because of course that is Dan then behind him in that 3rd place. So he would get those 4 points back from yesterday and put him 5 behind with 1 race to go. And remembering, between 1st and 2nd, there is a 20-point deficit with the winner on 25 and the runner-up to get the 20. So of course we use Superbike point scoring here rather than other forms of our sport. Interesting, of course, with the Suzuki Series, we use a different point scoring method again. So something we're able to do. So there you go, looking out for that 25, 20, 16, 13, 11 as we move down through our points. So keen to look out for them. These guys are on the move, and it is Mighty Demon Damo. Is he still going to hold it? Looking at for Scott Moyer, watching for Dan Medham, closing it on his tail, and Dan looking good for that 3rd place at this stage. Back to Chopper in there, and then going to Al Hoogie, and he's just moved out a little bit ahead of his brother James. So look for him. I'm sure he's going to be a serious threat on the tail of Sloan Frost as that fearsome 5 head down into Carl Cox Motorsport corner for another lap here. And great news that all the track is clear, no yellow flags, and certainly not a red. But I tell you what, Damon, just when he thought the battle was a little bit easier, but he'd run for a very good part of that first race out by about 10 or 12 bike lengths. He's now got Scott Moyer on his tail as the local Pro Moto team. Charlie Vandermeer Builders Suzuki pilot pushes him hard back there in 2nd place, looking of course to make sure that Suzuki can win 13 of their titles now the last 14 years as we come home for the glory of New Zealand Superbike road racing. And Brad, I tell you what, Scott Moyer on fire here today.
Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what Scotty needs to do. He's 9 point down in the championship, so he's just got to be thinking to get out there and finish this race off ahead of Daniel Medham. So it's all on here at the moment. But Damon Rees is into this one. We've got 1 down in turn 5, but he's okay getting back to the bike. But the debris flag still into the run to turn 6 as well, so still obviously warning the riders about maybe a possible bit of stuff on the track. But we see them down the back straight. Demon Damo Rees, this is a great stuff. Scotty Moyer right there in 2nd place. And Dan Medham in 3rd, but I reckon Al Hoogie's going to have a look at Sloan Frost in a minute. He's right on the back of Sloan Frost. The battle for 4th and 5th on the track is starting to heat up as we watch them through the flip-flop. But Demon Damo Rees, this is only a 9-lapper, so they're only going to have 6 laps to go as they cross the line. Demon Damo Rees and Scotty Moyer just sneaking off in the distance. Daniel Medham there in 3rd, and Sloan Frost 4th with Al Hoogie right over the back of him, and James Hoogie there 6th place. So this is a great ride from James in the underground round
one of those, unfortunately, well back. We think could be Jeff Rogerson, who'd come to grief there over on turn number 4. So good news that he's okay. The bike just being recovered from the side of the track. They're under a yellow, but it means we are still racing at the moment. Damon, Scott, Daniel, Sloan and Alistair, they're your fearsome 5 that we're watching out for. And look at that, certainly 2 pairs in there. And then checking out that 3rd place because Dan met him on his own in the middle. Now, he had caught up before Brad to Scott, but he's just appeared to have dropped back a little bit. And I think that's because Scott's putting more pressure every time Damon thinks, man, I've got to go fast because this man's right behind me. He seems to be able to match it and pushing it hard there. Whakatane's Damon Rees on the Team Rees Honda CBR 1000R in flying good form out there with Taupo's own Scott Moyer in a superb 2nd place, hunting them down on the Suzuki New Zealand Promoto supported GSXR 1000.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant pace they're setting. So they're in the 127. So the lap record is a 127.2 by Jaden Hassan a few years ago. So great pace they're on at the moment. So top 2 guys all inside that 127 pace as we see Damon Rees, Scotty Moyer, they cross the line. 5 laps to go on this one with Daniel Medham there in a good 3rd place and Sloan Frost just holding steady 4th ahead of Al Hoogie. So this is a great little 5-way fight out there at the moment. The top 5 they're sort of out there and got James Hoogie back in 6th and Jake Lewis a good ride, he's up ahead of Livio, so that's a good 7th place for Jake Lewis on the 2nd of the R1 Yamahas.
In fact, it's Jake Lewis, he's the only man on that lap to have made a change of position out of all the riders in their field, so you might like to call it a procession, but perhaps far from it. You can see how close they are together, particularly the 1, 2, and then the 4, 5, the 3 of Dan Medham, the salami and the sandwich, and he's just sitting there equidistant between the chance to be up to 2nd place or from 4th of Scott. Oh, look at that on the inside, beautiful to watch from Al Hoogie, and Al Hoogie's got the advantage, so the Yamaha, the winner of yesterday's race, has moved his way up into 4th. Now look out Dan Medham because here comes Al Hoogie. We'll be keen to look out for this one. So all of a sudden, Brad, instead of the chase out in front with Dan Medham worried about catching those guys in front of him, he's got to be worried about that man because we saw how well Al Hoogie had ridden here yesterday, and Al Hoogie's after Dan Medham.
Absolutely, and just another note on the championship, Al Hoogie and Sloan Frost are only separated by 3 points. Al Hoogie looking for 3 NZ at the moment with Sloan Frost 3 points behind him in the championship. So all important battles all over the championship here at the moment as we see Demon Damery's backing it into the flip-flop. Scotty Moore still right there with him. Let's have a look what sort of pace they're on. They're going to have 4 laps to go as they cross the line, but Daniel Medham, like you said, is going to start coming under pressure from Al Hoogie, the man on the mission at the moment. Al Hoogie on the Blue Crew Yamaha in 4th place.
Here we go, yes indeed, looking out for Alistair. In fact, Scott Moyer, the fastest lap doing that at the time of 127.78, so a nice time there. If we look at Jaden's time at 127.2, so he's 0.5, half a second outside of the lap record stuff, but there it is, look at that right there with, would you say he's actually being held up by Damon? No, you certainly wouldn't, but you, in fact, only because you know the race and you watched it, but if you take a camera shot of it, you'd think that potentially it could be, and maybe it's this time. No, won't be, as Demon Damo holds on to that place and Scott Moyer. Man, how good would it be, because I tell you what, those 9 points would disintegrate to 0. How good would that be if we saw Scott Moyer first, Damon Rees second, and then go back to Dan Medham? It would be 0. They would be tied on points for the final race later this afternoon. That would be the ultimate showdown, but it's not that at the moment. It is Damon in front. We wish him all the best to stay there, because man, we'd love to see him get some of that form back that he showed right from round number 1. He was really out of turn with it, came to round number 2, couldn't get it together for 3, 4 not much better, and looking forward to his home track here at Taupo and a much better performance coming from the Honda Hotshot out there. So bring it home with the Flying 92 of Damon Rees, courtesy of Tony Rees Motorcycles, Honda Racing, Pacific Toyota, Carl Cox Motorsport, Mondial Freight, along with the Pirelli Race Supplies, Motul Sign Edge, HJC, Revit with 5 Club City, Speed Angle, along with Vesra, DID, and many more quality sponsors. And the Rees Collective bringing it home for mighty Demon Damo in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff out there. So didn't improve their lap times, but still in the low 1:28. So still frantic pace out there, and holding steady in first and second with Daniel Medham. Just that lonely old ride in 30. Still manages to keep that gap pretty consistent back to Al Hoogie in 4th. Sloan Frost riding a lonely old ride now in 5th place. But James Hoogie may be sneaking up onto the back of him. So James Hoogie good 5th there. Jake Lewis and Livio Zamperi 7th and 8th on track with Brad Grimmage. What a brilliant 9th place with BG, and keep in touch with these top guys. So very positive stuff from BG out there this weekend so far.
Well, remembering, of course, he had his debut ride in New Zealand road racing just right here at Taupo at the Suzuki Series back in the second weekend of December last year. So he's really done this in the space of only 4 months. So it's been incredible. At that event, of course, he was riding in the sport class, Formula Sport class. So it was probably a fraction of a step down from Superbikes. Man, for a young man who's hit the scene for the first time, it is incredible. Unfortunately, with an incident at the motocross final, means that he hasn't been able to go to the cross-country final, where after finishing third at round number 1, he was hoping to go on and maybe retain as number 1 NZ. That is wide open at the moment, and heading in favour of a young man from Raglan called Jason Dickey. But that's another story, and of course not defending his enduro title either. Big news is, we understand, probably going under the knife for his shoulder recovery surgery early in May. So he'll be taking an early break out of the sport. But how about that? Supercross, motocross, enduro, cross-country, and now road racing. And not just any kind of road racing, superbikes for Taupo's hero, Brad Groombridge. Brad, you've been watching the action out there. Scotty Moyer, has he got a chance? Can he get past Demon Damo?
Yeah, absolutely. 2 laps to go still on this one. So they go into the S's, and Damon Rees just ahead of Scotty Moyer, but there's nothing in it at the moment. So 1 and 2 is a hot battle. Third place for Dan Medham, who's just holding firm. Al Hoogie there still rolling in a good 4th position on the Blue Crew Yamaha, and then Sloan Frost, who's in the 5th place. So this battle for the lead is the one we're watching at the moment. Out of turn 5 they go. They're into turn 6. There's going to be lap traffic continuous. It looks like they might be able to get him on one of the straights here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. But there is out of turn 7 on the run to turn 8. It is Demon Damo Rees, Scotty Moyer in behind him. They hook 3rd gear and hold 3rd gear right through this bit here, and get some awesome speed. There's some flowing corners there, but look at this. They're going to get some lap traffic maybe in the hairpin as well, so it could be some drama, but only a lap and a half to go. Demon Damo Rees ahead of Scotty Moyer. The all-important championship fight is alive with 9 points from Daniel Medham to Scott Moyer, and if Scotty can get the win, like you said, it would disintegrate that into 0. So all on here. So Taupo, you got to get in behind your local man, Scotty Moyer, on the Dyno Lab Pro Moto. CD Vandermeer Builders GSXR 1000. They're flying down the back straight. He's not going to be close enough, so Demon Damo Rees just holding firm into the flip-flop. The white flag is ready and waiting. So we've got a great little last lap grandstand finish on our hands here.
Oh, yes, indeed, and keen to watch out for the other battles going on here as well, looking amongst that lapper. So there we go. There it is, 92 by 5 as they go past 34 in there. And now looking out for the charge by Al Hoogie, the lapper. Congratulations to the lapper, moving right away to the side there. Thank you very much. That's a great sport out there. That's Dave Sharp. He's on the Rest Race Motorcycles, NTB Racing, Thermo Wash, Team Commercial, California Superbike School, Climatech, Nationwide Accessories, Motul Oils, and Aprilia RS4. V1000. So well done to Dave, good sport. He knew exactly what to do as a lap rider. He did not have to do that. He could hold your line, but he knew you guys are racing for the glory, and he moved right out of their way. Great sport, Dave Sharp, as we watch it unfold, Brad. I tell you what, Damon's done nothing wrong. A 9 lap has actually played into his hands because it's been late in the race where the Honda seems to have just had that excess tyre wear and let those Suzukis get past. He can do it from here. He's at his home track as well. For that matter, both of them are. Can we see it? Come on, Taupo. You out there could make a difference. Will it be Scotty Moyer to come home or Damon? What do you think from Scott? Is he going to try for that elusive shot and make it through there? Because if he can and he pulls it off, he'll tie the points up, or will he be happy with the second and look out for the fight in the last one ahead of Daniel Medham?
Yeah, I think he's running out of grip. That bike of his is behaving pretty badly at the moment, so just bucking around, coming under load under the brakes, and Demon Damo Rees down the back straight. He's got a decent enough advantage to lead them into the flip-flop, so brilliant stuff. Demon Damo Rees, he's got turn 14 to contend with. He does that like a true professional. So Demon Damo Rees is going to get Team Rees Honda back in the winner's circle with a bit of a power wheelie across the line. Scotty Moyer keeps the title fight well and truly alive, but so does Daniel Medham. So second and third for those guys, and all to play for. So that'll disintegrate to a 5-point lead heading into the last round. So absolutely brilliant stuff. We've got Al Hoogie, a great 4th place for Al, and Sloan Frost there in 5th with James Hoogie, a great 6th position for him. Go back to Jake Lewis and Livio Zamperi, who are having a great little battle out there. And then we go back to BG Brad Groombridge. So absolutely brilliant stuff from all the Superbike guys, and absolutely brilliant to see Team Rees Honda back in the winner's circle. So Damon Rees, absolutely scintillating race there. Scotty Moyer pushed him all the way, and I think come race time later on this afternoon, it's going to be all on for the NZSBK New Zealand Superbike Championship, so we can't wait for that one. But a special thank you to some of our sponsors out there, with DHL Express doing a great job there. Carl Cox Motorsport, brilliant, thanks to Carl Cox and Gav and the team. They're our presentation right sponsor this weekend for round 5 at the Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. ICG Print with Yamaha New Zealand, Resine Automotive and Light Industrial, Suzuki New Zealand, Pirelli Tyres, Honda Cars, Ctas Live, MX and Track Timing with Bike Rider Magazine, and all brought to you by NZ Motorcycling New Zealand, making everything looking absolutely brilliant out there at the moment. So we'll cross down to Neil. He's got Damon Rees, Scott Moyer and Daniel Medham. That's your podium. He's in Parc Ferme at the moment.
Wow, I come down here to the podium, and who's standing here with a smile on their face? Tony Rees. Tony, a flash before you. Man, how lucky.
Lucky? I think I was an idiot to do that, but it was fantastic to see Damon win that race. And he was a little bit upset, seeing me jump off like that, but just one of those moments. I actually got a really good drive out of the best man out of the hairpin, that Scotty Moyer, and I was right there and just lost the front into that slight right, and we all saw the rest.
Wow, we did see the rest, but great news, you're A-OK. But he's come here to celebrate. We're looking out for Demon Damo, so keen to get the number 92. You listen for the crowd, listen to everybody as he will come up here to join us. Yeah, this is better. Listen to that support. Back doing it, just like he's done here at Taupo before. And brother Mitch, the first one up there to congratulate him. And awesome mechanic, Mr. Aaron Lovell there to put the bike on the side stand. So well done. Man, oh man, how do you win a race like that, folks? How do you win a race like that? Straight after, you've had bad luck yesterday. In the start of that race, you got good start, but then Dad had that horrendous crash, and he's come back out to do it in emphatic style with one of his best performances, and he saved it for right here at his home track, Carl Cox Motorsports, Bruce McLaren Motorcycle Park. So great effort indeed as the Pirelli cap goes on. Aaron's just filling in for him up here. Doesn't quite look as good, but it's not a bad substitute, for a second-hand sidecar racer. He'll be right in the camera. That's the main thing. He's right in the camera shot. Well, the boys are going over here looking at the bikes as well, so we'll have them all on board. So well done. Mum's there to wish them all the best. Talia, did she have any fingernails left? Oh, yes, she did. Yeah, it was a very good job. All right, let's catch up here on the podium, guys. So we'll have these guys coming round up here. I'd rather put Big Red on number 1. He certainly would. There you go, Daniel. Your 9-point leads become 5. So, man, have we got some excitement for the last race. But first of all, tell us about that one. 3rd place.
Yeah, it was an interesting race coming in and giving the tyres, let them cool down a bit. I didn't have as much grip as I did out there yesterday and earlier on today, but I was surprised that the boys weren't pushing, trying to come past me on that last lap for 3rd place. I thought I was holding someone up, but there was a bit of a gap behind me. So it's going to come down to the last race. It's going to be interesting, but we'll be out there and give it all.
We'll be out there to give it all, certainly will be, and congratulations for your 5 lead. So here we go, Scott, you were 9 behind. You've just got 4 of those points back. We're exactly as we were at the start of racing yesterday. So here you are, 2nd place. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's good to get some points back, but I mean, it's going to be a tough ask, I think I need to nearly win the last one, and maybe Dan finished it, I might take it, but it's going to be a tough one. But hey, I've got a few little things to try and do to the bike. I think I've got a bit more speed in it, so we'll work on that, and hopefully you bring it home.
All right, Damon hasn't had the best of luck of late. You were looking earlier on like you could have pounced, but he proved to be a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, well, I knew Damo he's always fast around here. His times are good. I knew he was going to be the one to beat, really. But I'm pretty happy to keep up with him. I thought he was going to run away with it, to be honest. I think that's a pretty good time. So, over the moon.
Up the moon. Well done, Scott Moyer. Taupo's Identity in a fantastic 2nd place. But who got back to number 1? Come on, Demon Damo. Yes, listen to that. and the collective here today. Damon, what was the secret, mate? Well done. After what Dad had just done, I'm sure you were absolutely shaken to bits, but you held it together.
Hey, the trick was break early and turn into turn one, not go straight ahead.
Oh, yeah? So who did you learn that from?
Oh, some egghead who did it yesterday, so I thought I'd better not do that.
Yeah, exactly. Who was that guy?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mention him, mate. Yeah, but no, I just put my head down and I had a feeling it was Scotty behind me. He was just tailing me and I just put my head down and just kept some consistent laps and plugged away. And, you know, knowing that it was only 9 laps, I knew that we could just put the hammer down right through and see where we're at. And it's really good to put my Blueing Honda CBR 1000 on the podium and on number 1 spot too.
All right, can you do that again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, did you see that? Oh, yeah, he can. Great to see. All right, back home here, and a whole lot of the Rees Collective supporters alongside today. Other than a few incidents, it's got to be a special day for the team.
Oh, yeah, it's just, you know, just love coming racing at Taupo. Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park's the best track in New Zealand, and it's always better when you're winning too. And we've got such a great group of people that are the supporters or part of the Rees Collective or just the crew, you know, everyone. It's just a special group to be a part of.
Well done. There it is, the creme de la creme, folks. You're seeing it. 2 Suzuki's, but Honda have got back to number 1. So there we go with Deem and Damo. And a fantastic podium. And you can see it, Pirelli all the way. Proud to be our sponsors of the series and doing a magic job for these riders well, because power is nothing without control. Bring it home with Honda and 2 Suzuki's. Superbikes coming up next. Sidecars.